Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es buen momento para aprender español aquí con Profesor Pablo y Learn Spanish with Profesor Pablo. Our lesson now is to take some common events like wedding, game, party, class, dance, appointment, or date, and test, and say when they're going to happen or when they did happen. And we're going to learn the days of the week at the same time, and we're going to have some add-ons that we can plug in here along with the days of the week. And we're going to take what we already know with time of day, we know how to tell time, we're going to plug in at what time of day it is, right? And of course we have a few words up here. So let's start off here, always on the left. We start on the left. La boda is wedding, la boda. El partido is game. La fiesta, we all know what a fiesta is, party. La clase, class. El baile, the dance. La cita, appointment or date. And el examen is test or exam. Now, es means is, like the wedding is on Tuesday. La boda es el martes. We want to say it's going to be on Tuesday. La boda va a ser el miércoles. The wedding is going to be on Wednesday. Será means it will be. The wedding will be on Sunday. La boda será el domingo. And then fue is was. We're going into the past tense. Again, if this is normal classroom Spanish, you learn the days of the week, but you don't learn all these cute little add-ons that are very communicative, right? And you don't learn all these tenses at once. So we like to give it to you like a full course meal, not a snack, not a little aperitif, but a full course meal about how to say an event and when it's going to happen or when it was. So we talked about the events. This is going to be, will be, and was. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hoy is today. Ayer, yesterday, and mañana, tomorrow. Hoy, ayer, mañana. What do we know about that H? All right, Stephen, tell me, what do we know about that H? Profesor Pablo, we never pronounce the H. It's silent. You write it, but you don't say it. That's right, Esteban. And then over here, este means this. Like if we want to say this Tuesday or this Wednesday, we use este. El próximo means next. Pasado means last. Próximo again means next, but there's a little difference in usage here. And again, for telling time, if you want to say something's going to be at 1 o'clock, a la una. It's going to be at 3 o'clock, a las tres. All right, let's start off with es. La boda es. The game is, the party is, the class is, the dance is, the appointment is, and the test is. Now let's go over the days of the week. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Let's try it again. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. I love accent marks. Let's go right here. Miércoles. We already told you, and we haven't had accent mark lessons yet, but when we get to it, you're going to say, hey, I already know this. Well, any word that's stressed 3 vowels back is always going to have an accent mark because it breaks both rules of pronunciation. Any word stressed 3 vowels back, slam dunk, it gets an accent mark. Miércoles, miércoles. Let's look here, sábado, same thing. Sábado is the 3rd vowel back. Anytime you stress the 3rd vowel back in the word, bingo, it gets an accent mark. Sábado. Here, será, we know that words that end in a N, S, or a vowel should be stressed on the 2nd to last syllable or the 2nd to last vowel. So any word that ends in a vowel that's stressed breaks the rule, gets an accent mark. That's why será has an accent mark. No accent marks here. Será, the 2 days of the week. Let's look at próximo. Don't you love this? Próximo. Listen, próximo, próximo. I'm stressing the O. Anytime you stress a vowel, 3 vowels back, put on the brakes, go back and put an accent mark on that vowel. Like in miércoles, like in sábado, like in próximo. So much for accent marks. All right. We'll start with S. The party is on Thursday. La fiesta es el jueves. Now we know already that el means the, but when you say like el jueves, that can mean on Thursday, el sábado, on Saturday, even though this is not en. En means in, on, or at. We've learned that as well. But el is the, but in this case, in front of a day of the week, you don't say on the Monday. We're going to have a party on the Monday. We're going to have a party on Monday. So, el lunes on Monday, el martes on Tuesday, el miércoles on Wednesday, el jueves on Thursday, el viernes on Friday, el sábado on Saturday, and el domingo on Sunday. If you look in a dictionary and you look up a noun, name of a person, place, or a thing, or abstract idea, that is a noun. It's going to have these are called definite articles. They'll have the definite article. If you look up house, it'll say la casa, right? If you look up Wednesday, it'll say el miércoles. Just so you know in the dictionary, when you see those, that's what they are. Okay, so here we go. The class is on Sunday. La clase es el domingo. The dance is Friday. El baile es el viernes. Notice I didn't say on. It's the same thing. El baile es el viernes. It doesn't change in Spanish, but in English, the dance is Friday or the dance is on Friday. Okay? If you want to say the appointment is on Monday, la cita es el lunes. If you just want to say the appointment is Monday, la cita es el lunes. El examen, the test is today. Well, the kids freak out. El examen, I never gave a pop quiz in my career. Didn't believe on it. And I never gave a test on a Monday. I told the kids, relax. Whatever I wanted them to study, I gave it to them Monday through Thursday. Gave them the weekends off. Come back to school on Monday and be ready to go, right? Be ready to go. That was my philosophy. If I wanted X amount of work out of the kids in terms of written work to turn in, like homework, I'd divvy it up in Monday through Thursday. But I wouldn't bother them on the weekends with that kind of homework. What was I doing? I was trying to motivate the kids to enthuse them to practice Spanish, to have fun with it, to speak it, to use it, to talk it, to hear it, to watch it on TV, to read it in a comic book, to read it in a magazine. Use, right? They got to use it. So weekends were for practical application. All right, so if I want to say, going back to the test is today. El examen es hoy. The test is tomorrow. El examen es mañana. The test is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. El examen es mañana a las 4. See what we're doing? I'm pointing to these. All these things are in your brain already. They're already put in here. You have this information, and we're just doing on a small scale what the brain does automatically. It takes everything and it starts putting the pieces together. The brain is not a pile of loose Legos. There's constructions and there's castles and all sorts of neat things up there, right? So all this stuff, we put it in there, we give the input, and then you learn to produce. All right, watch this. Let's do this. Let's say the class is next Saturday at 1 o'clock. La clase es el sábado próximo a la 1. Or I can say, la clase es el próximo sábado a la 1. You can say el sábado with próximo on the end, next Saturday, or you can just take próximo and put it in between the el and the day of the week. El próximo sábado. That's why I put it with el here. So this el próximo would come in place of the el. Let's go for another one. The game is tomorrow at 5 o'clock. El partido es mañana a las 5. Let's go down to ba hacer. Now notice how ba ends in a, and a is a. So these two sounds run together. Even though it's 3 words, it's 2 syllables. Ba hacer, ba hacer. It's not like a sheep, ba hacer. Va a ser. The party is going to be, we're going to have to say tonight and tomorrow night and this morning and this afternoon and this evening, but we don't have enough room today for all of that information. That'll be part 2. At any rate, let's say the party is going to be Wednesday at 3 o'clock. La fiesta va a ser el miércoles a las 3. If I want to say the game is going to be today, el partido va a ser hoy. The game is going to be tomorrow. El partido va a ser mañana. Let's go to será. Va a ser is going, it is going to be. Será is it will be or will be. It's personal preference, whatever you want. You can say the class is going to be on Friday. La clase va a ser el viernes. Or you can say la clase será el viernes. Most people choose to use the va a ser. Va a ser. Forget the event here. You just want to say it's today. Es hoy. It's tomorrow. Es mañana. It's on Friday. Es el viernes. Do you see all the combinations? This is like a Rubik's cube, but you know how you actually know how to solve the cube. If you want to say it's going to be tomorrow, va a ser mañana. Va a ser mañana. Será mañana. It will be tomorrow. It will be on Tuesday. Será el martes. I like this one. Fue. We got a double cluster here. A double cluster. Fue is was. Okay, was. If you just want to say it was today, later in the afternoon, hey, someone says, hey, when was the test? Or when was the game? You say, it was today. Fue hoy. Fue. This is a diphthong. It's one vowel sound. Way. Fue. Fue. It was yesterday. Fue ayer. Fue ayer. It was on Monday. Fue el lunes. Oh my gosh, it was on Sunday. Fue el domingo. Ta-da, ta-da! Let us introduce pasado. It was last Friday. Fue el viernes pasado. See how easy this is? It was last Tuesday. Fue el martes pasado. It will be next Tuesday. Será el martes próximo. Or será el próximo martes. Let's take a look at este. Remember in a prior lesson I told you that when people in English, they go, in English we go, some people have a habit of saying that a lot. We all have our habits. Well, in Spanish it's este, but that's something separate. Este here means this, and it's masculine. We're going to find out that este is this masculine. The feminine would be esta, like this house, esta casa, but este is this. Get rid of the L, get the L out of there, right? And you've got este. So if I want to say the exam is this Friday, el examen es este viernes. The dance is this Friday. El baile es este viernes at 7, a las 7. Let's get back to fue. It was on Thursday at 2 o'clock. It was on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Fue el viernes a las 2. It was last Monday. Fue el lunes pasado. This means last. It was last Wednesday. Fue el miércoles pasado. The game was last Saturday. El partido fue el sábado pasado. You know how we sports fans watch games and sometimes you miss a game and like you would just want to kick yourself for missing it, and somebody will tell you it was at 8 o'clock. Fue a las 8. Especially the Olympics and the World Cup games sometimes are mid-morning, a.m. And you say, it was at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fue a las 2 de la mañana. And you go, ay, caramba, chispas cuadradas. Disappointment. Okay, it was on Sunday. Fue el domingo. It was on Monday. Fue el lunes. If you want to say what time, you just go with a las in the time. You want to say it was at 3:15? Fue a las 3:15. We know that from time telling. So again, the event, wedding, game, party, class, dance, appointment. If I want to say the appointment is today at 10 a.m., la cita es hoy a las 10 a.m. would be de la mañana. We haven't studied that yet, but that's de la mañana would be a.m. You don't need to state an event. You can just say when something is going to be, will be, or was. You can say what day it was, or will be, or is going to be. Or you can say that something was today, it was yesterday, it's going to be tomorrow. But you can say again, when something is, when it's going to be, when it will be, and when it was. If you want to say what day it was, if you want to say it's going to be such and such, like last Wednesday, el miércoles pasado, last Tuesday, just the phrase by itself, last Tuesday, el martes pasado. If someone says to you, when was it? Interrogatives. We had cuando, when. Cuando fue? When was it? Cuando fue? Fue ayer, it was yesterday. It was today, fue hoy. It was on Saturday, fue el sábado. I think we're good. I think we're really good. So there's so much here that meets the eye and that doesn't meet the eye. I mean, there's an infinite amount of combinations with all of these. Now you know how to say when something is, a dinner, in any kind of event, when it's going to be, when it will be, and when it was. You can say what day it was. If you want to say it's going to be on like Monday next, el próximo lunes, next Monday, el lunes próximo, or el próximo lunes. You can say last with the day of the week. It was last Friday. Fue el viernes pasado. So we know how to use pasado. It comes after it. If you use próximo by itself, it would come after el jueves próximo. But you could replace el with el próximo and put it in front. So next Monday is el lunes próximo or el próximo lunes. Either way. Next Tuesday is either el próximo martes or el martes próximo. Next Wednesday, el próximo miércoles or el miércoles próximo. It's kind of up to personal preference, but you can do it either way. You certainly know how to say what time something's going to be. Now we just learned to use the word a in front of it. At 10:10 in the morning, a las 10:10 de la mañana. All right, that should do it. Here are some events: la boda, wedding, el partido, game, la fiesta, party, la clase, class, el baile, dance, la cita, appointment, el examen, test. We know our verbs is going to be, will be, was, our days of the week, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. To say this or next, let's go over this again. If I want to say the wedding is this Friday, la boda es, replace the L, get the L replaced. La boda es este viernes. So this Monday would be este lunes, this Tuesday este martes, this Wednesday este miércoles, this Thursday este jueves, this Friday este viernes, this Saturday este sábado, and this Sunday este domingo. We already did next. If I want to say last Monday, el lunes pasado. Last Tuesday, el martes pasado. Last Wednesday, el miércoles pasado. Last Thursday, el jueves pasado. Last Friday, el viernes pasado. Last Saturday, el sábado pasado. Last Sunday, el domingo pasado. And to say what time it is again, a la una at 1 o'clock, and a las plus 2 to 12 o'clock. So we've learned so much today. We keep taking items that we already know, and we add some new vocabulary. We take some verbs, some new verbs, we put that in, and it all mixes together to say so many different things that you would like to say. All right. Again, gracias, gracias, gracias. Sigan adelante. Continue ahead con las lecciones. Practiquen, practice them. Go over the lessons again. Repetition is the mother of learning. La repetición es la madre de la enseñanza. Okay, tengan un gran día. Tengan un gran día. Have a great day. Cuídense mucho. Take care of yourselves. Y Hasta pronto. See you soon. Chao.